So you guys may have heard there was one particular gentleman that was called out all over the internet for his Hurricane Florence meme. And this guy was out in the Weather Channel, and it's kind of this classic story of acting like the weather is insane, and then somebody walking through the back. Well, here, I'll let you watch. All right, give me a break. Now, first of all, worth noting is picking it up he's leaning. In Wilmington, North Carolina, right at the he's leaning away from where the wind is blowing. Like, that doesn't make any sense. People have said that maybe he's covering the microphone, but that doesn't really make sense to me. Because you can see as it goes on, he's clearly not covering the microphone. He's just whipping through like, here, more heavy rainfall. I mean, he's trying to brace himself. Now that is a pretty healthy gust right there when you have. But anyway, here in the beginning, you can see a couple of dudes just strolling as casual as possible. Picking here it up you go. Here. In Wilmington, North Carolina, right at the Intracoastal, and we're in one of these bands. These guys are just literally strolling by as casually as can possibly be. In shorts, too, I love it.
Yeah.
Shorts, socks, sneakers. There's truly no problem balancing. Yeah. So there you go.
Who would have thought?
People got really upset.
Only on YouTube, I thought people exaggerate and...
Right.
Clickbait.
You know what's funny? And these are like real professional weathermen. These are like scientists. That's what I'm saying. You set up these atmospheres, and everybody will be reduced to clickbaiting.
Nice ASMR. Spaghetti sound.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I click and it starts again. So anyway, people got really upset by this. Over dramatizing of how bad it is. I find it just funny. It's like, damn, you're out there bracing yourself the wrong way, you know. Anyway,
the other excuse I heard, is there anything to this that it's that? Oh well, he was standing on grass is why.
Yeah, I've got that from the. I'll read that later.
What does that mean?
Well, I have a statement from the Weather Report. They defend him against the claims, and I've got it all laid out. I want to enjoy some more footage of this guy bracing against the treacherous weather, though.
Hurricane, and we're getting gusts pushing that still. So, you know, it goes without saying that categories sometimes are misleading with hurricanes. Or the wind just whipping through here, more heavy
gusts, 48 miles per hour. Hold on there, bye. Hold on there. Give me a break. Yeah, it's not. Hey, whoa, hold on there, bye. He's like on top of a Bronco or some shit. Anyway. So we got a whole thing here. Let's see what we got. So this guy got into a bunch of stuff, and Weather Channel made a statement. They're supporting their boy. They're not leaving him out in the trenches. They
That's
said.
Good.
Yeah, they got his back. You know, the weather people, they're a tight knit community. They said it's important to note that the two individuals in the background are walking on concrete, and Mike Settle, they name him and shame him. First and last name. And Mike Settle is trying to maintain his footing on wet grass after reporting on air until 1 a.m. this morning and is undoubtedly exhausted. Well, I mean, my counter is just stand on the concrete.
How is standing on grass changes anything?
Doesn't.
I haven't noticed.
It doesn't.
When
really.
I stand on grass.
It doesn't really that much. I don't know. It doesn't really. But the Weather Channel, they love this hurricane shit. They go crazy. They blew their entire production budget for the whole year. They put together these insane 3D renders where these reporters stand in like a sphere with a massive crazy green screen, and they show you virtually like where the water heights will be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so over the fucking top for what it's amazing. It's really cool. But they're all just so jacked about these hurricanes. And here, let me show you. Kind of cracks you up. It's kind of cracks you up. Look at this shit.
That certainly is enough to knock you off your feet. It can definitely stall cars out and even carry cars away. and certainly flood many of the lower levels of structures. But we know Florence is also going to bring water
Ooh.
rising well above
So,
that.
the water, yeah.
Now 6 feet of water, imagine that.
Imagine that.
I don't
You
need
don't
to
have to.
imagine
Yep.
anymore.
Like cars, for example, that can act like
The
battery
technology
and
of the
enhance
weatherman.
damage that would otherwise be. And also
Don't tell me
we
it
know
goes
that
higher.
can flood the
Don't
lower
tell me
levels
it.
of
Where else
structures.
can we use this technology?
We also know that
Oh no! It goes even higher. You said it perfectly. It reminds me of like
The
the
Facebook,
Zucker cruise through Puerto Rico.
the Puerto Rico live
Is
stream.
there fish in the water?
9, 10 feet,
Why the
maybe
fuck is there
more.
fish in the
It's
water?
just that realistic.
Totally cover up one-story buildings and structures,
The
leaving them
details matter,
underwater,
Ethan.
and certainly pose a risk to many. There are very few places.
So he would be
that are
dead now.
Yeah, he's tough.
like that is like
He's
down there.
tough, man. He's underwater. They didn't even show his ass anymore.
safe this high. So
Whoa,
please,
that's incredible.
follow the advice of your local officials and heed the evacuation warnings. And of
What
course,
is,
I mean, it's
what is
good.
that black
on
thing?
all the
It's a garbage bag. It's a corpse in a bag. So, you know, the intention is good. Heed the advice and get the hell out of there. Don't get washed away. Don't brave the storm. You know what's funny? I find ironic. All these weather reporters are like, do not brave the storm. Everybody evacuate. And meanwhile,
I'm gonna do
they're
it.
the ones getting blown away. And
But
then
you listen to me.
they try to justify staying because it's so stupid by overreacting and acting like they're like, shit, nothing's happening. There's another clip of a girl. I love these clips. It's incredible. I love their enthusiasm for hurricanes.
Florence is a large and extremely destructive hurricane.
Tell me.
Storm surge is going to be potentially life-threatening for some areas along the U.S. coastline. And already
There
this
we go.
morning, we've seen the water picking up over some of the roadways. Let's go ahead and take a look at what could be a reasonable worst-case scenario for areas along North Carolina. All the way here from Surf City to North Topsail Beach, we could be talking about up to 6 feet of
Hit 'em
storm
with
surge.
it.
And again, impacts have already begun today with the storm approaching. Even inland, it's not just going to be a coastal event here. Areas along
Fuck, I have
rivers
this
like the Tar
timestamp. Here we
River
go.
map, we can show you what this could
Oh.
look like if you were to find yourself in this scenario.
Whoa.
Once that water comes
They
up to
love
3
this.
feet, you can
They
see it
should.
will be
This is
coming up my
amazing.
shins up towards my waist. This could be enough to knock you off your feet.
See,
It
the
could
guy-
even
other guy had the
float
same
some
exact
cars
speed,
that
so.
could be parked on
Yeah.
the side of the roadway.
Same
This
footage.
is extremely dangerous.
Oh, it's the
but
same
once
exact
we get up
footage.
into that 6-foot range,
Interesting.
Look at how high this water goes.
Woo.
Winds pick everything.
That's
up.
You see that little move she did?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
she's buzzing.
they got a little choreography with it.
Jedi powers.
Stand here, even withstand the force of the water coming in.
No
There
shit,
might
it's above
even
your
be
head.
danger.
Anyway. I thought that was great. I love that. Love it very much. And then, of course, there was, of all things,
Like you said, they probably blew up all their budget.
dude, they have a production budget that they blow this 1 week. Of
The next weather report is gonna be on like the cell phone camera.
Yeah, exactly. They can't afford cameramen anymore. Then, of course, there was looting. Interestingly, of all places, a dollar store was looted. If you're gonna, I mean,
Dollar store looters.
God, that's
I
gotta
feel
be
like that
rock
could be
bottom.
a video game.
Dollar store looters. That's gotta be. I mean, that's rock bottom. I mean, shit. Loot somewhere else at least. If you're gonna break the law, get something more valuable than a.
Neiman Marcus or something. Come on.
Yeah. They're good. Well, anyway, let's watch the video. This reporter is very brave,
What do you get there?
entering the
A couple
fray.
kitchen towels.
Couple kitchen towels, some juice, some cheap oil. That's useful. You know what you could get there? You could steal a 10-pack of sporks.
What is sporks?
It's a fork spoon combination into one utensil.
Oh,
There's some fancy sporks that actually have a knife on the side. That's outside of.
wow.
That's the two. That's you can't find that kind of quality at the dollar store though. It's interesting.
Is anyone else upset that at the dollar store not everything costs $1? Shouldn't it be?
I think because
Consistent.
you know, it doesn't upset me because I know that you
'Cause I
sometimes
know I would go shopping in those stores and then it's what I want is like 15.
$15. That's too far.
Yeah.
If you have a $15 item in the dollar store, close up. I'm looting it, is what I'm gonna do. I'm looting your dollar store. I understand in this day and age, it's 2018, we've had inflation. If you can kick it up to $2 or $3 for a really premium, I'm talking about a spork with a knife up the side, you can charge a premium for that.
No, I remember even in Israel we have those
15.
stores, and it's like a shekel store.
That's 25 cents, by the way.
But then what I want would be 20 shekel.
Oh, give me a fucking break, yeah. You make a scene? Do you throw stuff? Do you yell? Do you?
No, I just only
Very
buy
civil.
the shekel stuff.
Okay. What do you buy for a shekel? That's only 25 cents.
I used to love buying stickers there because they would have like really weird Chinese knockoff stickers
Right.
with like
How much money you make? on
weird
that?
looking.
Well, that's what these people are stealing because this is a dollar store. So just find it interesting.
We're gonna stay with.
I can't tell if I feel bad because it's like pure desperation. They might need food. I mean, how desperate are you if you're stealing shit from a dollar store? I don't
In
know.
this situation, go for it. I say.
Really? You say loot the dollar store?
Yeah, fuck
Still
yeah.
illegal activity.
Well,
I,
sure.
I feel bad. I feel bad.
It's an emergency.
Someone owns that store.
Well, it's kind of drizzling, Dan. I'm not going to say that this is a life or death situation. There's
Well,
like
in this particular clip, it's a little, but you never know.
but
what's
I'm
going on
saying,
behind the
like,
scenes.
if you're looting a dollar store, you're not like, set for life. I mean, you might be able to enjoy those stickers.
I think also if you own a dollar store, you're not set for life.
Depends. Is it a chain? Is it mom and pop's dollar store? Is it a Dollar Tree? Is
Dollar Tree can get looted the fuck out of.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Damn, Dan. When did you become such a vigilante? Jesus Christ.
Hey, man, when it's an emergency.
Have
I
we
say-
done
I
a
say go
background
for it.
check on that?
I know.
Oh,
I didn't. I just remember we
mouth
never
shut.
did a background check on Dan.
Yikes.
Dan's like a police murderer. Anyway, watch the bravery of this lady as she confronts these awful dollar store criminals in the wake of this awful tragedy. It's a national
Items in
emergency.
hand, guys. Hey guys, you know you're.
I
looting,
want to
right?
identify what they're stealing. So this guy's got a 12-pack of Coke Zero, by the way. Cheers to him. Excellent taste, young man. Those are mini cans, it looks like. Maybe a 6-pack of mini
How
cans.
much would that
You
cost
know you're stealing.
in the dollar store?
At Ralph's, those run about $3.
So $3.
But if it's a 6-pack of mini cans, you might be able to get those for $1.
Mm.
They're probably expired. Honestly. Excuse me, do you know that you're stealing a 6-pack of Coke Zero? Excuse me? What does she think? You're caught committing an act of crime? You're supposed to stop and do a little interview? You know what I mean? Can we see your face, please, sir? And your name and phone number and address. I'm really curious what people are stealing.
Sir, you know you're looting,
Wait, keep playing.
I'm just trying. I really want to identify what they've got in the car.
correct?
He's got what looks like a tub with like maybe some detergent.
Little Tupperware.
I mean, look, if you're willing to steal detergent, well, anyway, stealing is stealing, folks. Am I right? Just saying.
You know that you're looting, and
Would I
that's
break the law and compromise everything I stand for as a human being to get a free 6-pack of Coke Zero expired? Yes.
illegal. You can see people coming
She's
out
got apple
right now
juice.
with items left and right from the store.
It's like when you're in class and a couple kids are cheating on the exam.
Mm-hmm.
She's like the kid that's like, I see you guys.
She's
a narc.
She's a fucking snitch, is what you mean, Hila.
Yeah.
I see nobody wanted the like candles. There's a full shelf of like candles or like something on the.
Look at the store.
Yeah, that place is trashed. She's so concerned.
See if we can go back around front, guys.
She's brave.
See what's happening. There are no folks
She's truly
associated
brave.
with law enforcement on site.
Oh shit! No law enforcement.
Excuse me, sir. What are you going to be doing with that small can of tomato paste?
If you're talking to me, all right. Look across the street here. People filling up what looks like laundry bags full of items.
Wow.
Running. It's a
Excuse
mad
me,
dash
sir.
around here. Let's go back to the front, Kristen.
Excuse me,
Here we go.
sir.
People coming
What
out
are
with
you?
trash bags.
You are stealing what are those toy guns with like little anyway.
This is what's the worst of the worst in these hurricanes, folks. People
Toilet
getting
paper.
desperate, looking
Toilet
for
paper's
items.
expensive.
What did she say? This is the worst of the worst?
If this is as bad as it gets.
I don't think so. I think losing your house
There's
is
people that
the worst of the worst.
Some poor kids taking like a 6-pack of toilet paper that's just on the ground. This is as bad as it gets, folks. Meanwhile, people are fucking dead. Their house is floating down. Anyway, it's all funny. It's all funny. I'm not saying looting. I'm not defending looting. The situation's hilarious. They're looting a dollar store. You got this reporter that thinks she's like on the ground in Vietnam or something. You know what I mean?
To the worst in these hurricanes, folks. People getting desperate, looking for items. Looks like they've just busted completely through the door here.
Mm-hmm. I would watch. I swear to God, I could watch it for another 30 minutes. I love that clip. It's wonderful. Wonderful stuff. Really great stuff. What else we got? Manner of time. Oh, yeah. So here's another bozo out in the storm from the hurricane. Now, this guy, on the opposite end, you've got dude pretending to be in danger, and then you've got dude, because you send these reporters out when sometimes it is actually dangerous, and this is one of those times.
Leslie, Philip, back to you. Ted, before we let you go, some of these... Oh, here comes another guy.
Ted, before we let you go, we want to make sure that you die.
Some of these different live shots we've seen people wandering around a little bit. Are those reporters out covering, or are you seeing residents in the area just kind of coming out and taking a look at things?
This morning, I've seen a couple reporters out driving around, but as we turn around now, there aren't many that we can see. There are starting to be a couple of the people who have stuck around. That gentleman down there in a yellow raincoat is a local. Whoa! Look out!
He got slammed by a huge sheet metal.
Yeah. All right.
He's a little shook.
We're okay. That was just a not cut.
He's a little spooked.
That was a bit of a surprise.
And I think he's ready to get out of there.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm going to let this go, and I'm going to let you guys go.
All right, Ted.
Ted, before you go, can you tell us, how did that feel, getting hit by sheet metal? Do you see any other debris flying around? He pulled that on him. Ted, before you go...
You're not getting paid extra hours for this. Regular rate.
I'm going to head out of here. I'm going to let you guys go. Ted, before you go... Can you tell me, do you see corpses around? Do you see any other flying debris? By the way, the one thing that's always common in these reporters out on the field, they're getting blown away and acting like the world's in chaos. The cameraman is standing there holding the super heavy thing. He never fucking budges.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's true.
Ted, before you go...
Not all heroes wear reporter outfits.
Right. Well said, Elon. I give that a squirt out of squirt. Before you go, Ted, can you go near any glass windows that are likely to bust out? All right, Ted. Oh, looks like Ted got hit by a sheet metal. Before you go, Ted... Anyway, good stuff, huh? Do we have quality content here or what? And then, of course, you got some classic ones that I wanted to share with you guys. You may have seen it, but these are the favorite ones of all. I mean, this guy got in trouble, but I feel like these guys kind of goofed up even worse because, well, I'll this lady's in a canoe, okay?
This is
for
the
Christ's
only
sake.
way Eric and his friends can get across the street from the
I love this guy next door. He's just like, what the hell are we doing, man?
St. Church Street is a bit overwhelmed this evening. Every time it rains hard.
And there's someone walking by, ankle high. Really cut out quick, but the next one's as good as it gets here. Let's pull this one up here.
Where did they get a canoe?
But first,
they brought it.
Flooding here in the Northeast as more rain continues to fall today. NBC's Michelle Kaczynski.
She's in a canoe. She's in a canoe.
She's in Wayne, New Jersey this morning. Michelle, good morning to you.
She's got a paddle. She's paddling her canoe.
Well, obviously we're getting a nice break from the rain, but not the flooding.
And somebody literally walked, two guys who were like, fuck this lady. Walk right in front of her. And it's just at ankle depth. And what I love about the reporters is they call her out. So great.
In this neighborhood.
They don't try to say, well, she was standing on
She was standing
grassy water.
There was a deep point. Deep point.
A canoe or a boat when you're out in it. It's much deeper back there because this is really...
Actually, Michelle, I'll take it. Is there some kind of severe drop-off there between the floors? Let's go back. We saw these guys a second ago. Michelle, walking. Are these holy men walking on top of water? What's going on here?
Why walk when you can ride, you guys? When you have a ride like this, why would you want to walk?
Have you run ashore?
You know what's funny? All the producers are probably in on it, and they just tossed her ass on the bus hard.